did say it was a refuge.
Please refrain from theft, looting, assault, murder, or trampling the flowers.
Dog, is this the mall? I just watched the video of that's so.
May I be of assistance?
My iPad seriously died.
All right, what are we looking at?
I've got nothing.
Really, Lou? Really? You set up the damn things. Don't tell me you don't know how to hack them. Can't you just shut them off or keep them from turning on us? There has to be a way. Paula.
No. Really, no. I'm sorry, Paula. We've tried everything. Not just me. Every guest who can work a terminal. We've been locked out. We're getting kicked out, and there's nothing we can do.
Paula, how's the training going? Friedrich's classes are a joke, but the guests have been pitching in. The Warrens picked up a few things on safari. Sergeant Thomason's teaching marksmanship.
Thomason? That crank thinks the communists are bugging his room?
Yeah, best we got.
God.
At least people have been stocking up. The all-you-can-carry shopping spree was a hit. No one turned that down. Anyone have anything else? Robert, how are things?
Keeping on.
Good. The gala's on Sunday. So, this may be our last staff meeting. Whatever happens, we did all we could this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Dave. Dave, honey, it's Joyce. I don't know if you'll ever get this, but I wanted to make sure there was something here if you came looking. You made it. God, for a start, it's about 2:30 in the morning, New Year's, 2079. I've been here for the past year since the war. Me, a couple of the staff, about 100 guests, and the robots. Never thought I'd be grateful for the robots. We made out all right. Even made me manager. Can you believe it? But we have to go. Paula and I. We're leaving for Charleston in the morning. I've missed you and the girls. I missed you so much. Take care of them for me, all right? All my love. Always.
I'm getting a little bit here all day.
We could always use an extra hand around here.
Hungry? Esme's always cooking something good up in the kitchen. Might want to swing by sometime.
Damn it! Another scotch.
Ma'am. What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet?
Oh, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans? That snake?
He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston knew that. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies, ugh. No, the resorts are the better option. If the White Spring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop.
Sunnytop? Really?
I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down in the valley.
Ma'am.
Just sit it down, sit it down. Now, let's finish this rubber. $1 a point.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world. The spot, it's still here. Joyce did her best. They all did. They make it out there. As for me, I'm going to stay right here, have one last donut. Whatever happens, happens. Everything changes,
Look at that.
but in the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
That's definitely a gorge. Look at that.
Repairs will be completed shortly. Thank you for your patience.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the White Spring.
Just scratched my chassis on the way in.
How rude. Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. dear. How marvelous. In that case, I'm sure you can't wait to get involved here. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. Of course, dear. The owners of the White Spring itself. The resort, hotel, golf course, all of it. Very much still alive, I assure you, though regrettably unable to oversee affairs in current circumstances. As such, now that we have new guests, they have sent me in their stead to take care of things as needed. I couldn't be more pleased to do so. A delicious opportunity to be of help and meet fascinating people such as yourself. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now. You seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody buzzes you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing being, of course, their trust. The vertibird does belong to them, after all. Lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear, and Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded. No need for such sour looks, darling. If the gratification of having done good deeds for your fellow Appalachians is not enough, I'm sure there will be ample rewards. When you're done, speak to Mr. Skippy Vorich. He's a representative of the Pit Union staying with us in the refuge. No doubt he'll want to explain the situation in the pit before you depart. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
I got a favor from Orlando the other day telling me they'd reprogrammed me if I'm not positive.
kitchen.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns.
Before burn.
Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. Can't get in the back by
Wanton
myself.
robot try to give me a haircut before running off.
This wanton robot.
It's a shame.
Give me a haircut
Get in the back by
before
myself.
running off. It's a shame. I can't get the back by myself.
These robots sure make my job easier.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade what I got that I don't need for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly without my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll okay your little expedition. Hope you don't mind a trip over to Cranberry Bog. So talk to me. You in? Now this one might be tricky. Watoga Emergency was almost entirely run by robots. But even robots had to tell their patients how to take care of themselves once they left the hospital. What we're looking for there is any record of that information so we can do the same for our patients here in the refuge. Can the responders count on you? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there. Damn. Almost mixed some Comex in with the medics. Who labels these things?
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere like that.
I was out scavenging for food earlier.
I heard there's
She got attacked by scorched once.
Folks don't join the responders for laughs. They join to make a difference.
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet
I
you.
wonder if I could
I'm
just
Sophie,
quit
Sophie
here.
Wagner.
I have to go back
Look
to the
around. The Refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants golf club resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the Refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing? Sort of. Well, I haven't seen you around before, so, glad to have you. But I wasn't trying to recruit you anyway. I'm actually more in the material support end of things. Scouting for volunteers isn't really my department. Yes, exactly. It's always good to meet someone who can see the big picture. Now, how'd you like to be? Now that's what I'm talking. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing. You should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation is always turning through supplies. It's hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running. Let me check my notes. Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us. Oh, lots of places. Old stuffed toys, pillows. That's okay. Who just carries that around? I'll be here all day, though. It'd really make my day if you'd...
Happy thoughts.
Oh, I don't mean anything by it. Just wondering if you came from the pit.
You ever wonder where Giuseppe gets all his
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you...
Potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh and only a few rads.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more than your wants. There's no problem too big to solve.
What do you call a rad stag on a stage? A deer in stage lights.
Please see your step.
Oh no, the stew has burned. Do not be discouraged though. Without failure, there is no improvement. Here is your stew. Something is better than nothing, yes? Hopefully, either the settler or raider representative will find some use for this. I last saw them in the bar area.
Robot butlers.
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation. I suppose this could help feed our dogs. Maybe next time you can give us something that people can actually eat.
Pressure right now.
Nothing but a problem. All it's doing is encouraging new people to come to Appalachia. Sickening people. Too weak to make it on their own. Maybe they shouldn't be the ones. Who I am doesn't matter. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for Meg. Sure, whatever.
Takes a lot of cannons to get thrown out of the Neapolitan, but we were riding the line. My confidant and I made the trip to cover the Showman's Games, a world-renowned exercise in high-stakes barbarism. Few in the entertainment world could match. Instead, we spent most of our time getting hopped up on Daddy-O, chugging bourbon in the casino bar. Seemed the logical course of action. The games were notoriously deadly even for bystanders. Liquid courage and a head full of hallucinogens were the obvious defense. What we didn't count on was the devil's blood. We'd never heard of this stuff, and for good reason. It's an AC specialty. We weren't supposed to have it. It wasn't meant for us, but for the real high rollers. The people who, even in a world ravaged by pestilence and war, still managed to come out on top. But we found a way. The exclusivity made it all the sweeter. And not because we aspired to that lifestyle. Quite the opposite. We wanted to soil the royal concoction inside our mangy, flea-ridden hides.
Oh.
Helping people is our chief mission. These are just a nice bonus.
I think I'm gonna get off. Duck fish. Keep him company.
The raiders finally have. Maybe they're crazy enough to join the expedition.
Alright. Duck all assignment. Peace.